We are, Baruch Hashem, on page 26. We are finishing number 9, we said. 7. On Shabbat is the prohibition from Torah of tzoveh coloring on humans.
Right.
No, sorry, we went further to, we did that part already. We went further to page 28 at number 1 we did, yeah. Number 1 about flushing the toilet. Remember?
Right.
Bechor, are you allowed to flush the toilet if the collar gets to the water?
We said yes.
Yes.
Why?
It's color not temporary.
Yeah.
Not colorful, nothing.
Not
Go
colorful.
to the garbage.
Ishara?
Going through the garbage.
Good.
That's it.
Not long time.
Yes.
Temporary. It's going to the garbage. So
And we not enjoy with that.
you enjoy.
Oh.
It's nice, clean. Why you put the collar over there?
Then on Monday there.
So, your wife can flush the toilet. She enjoys it. For sure she enjoys it. Why she buy it for? She buy it because she enjoys it. So are you allowed to? So are you allowed to do that on Shabbat or no? So we said because whenever your intention is to flush the toilet, it's pasik
Reshe.
reshe. Very good. Pasik reshe. How do you take the water on top of the collar? Do you take the water on top of the collar directly or by removing a blockage?
Moving the block.
There is a probka, right? There is a block over there.
Yes.
You remove it when you flush the toilet. You're opening it, and the water goes by itself.
Right.
That's called masir monea, removal of a blockage.
Not grandma.
Which masir monea, removal of blockage, is equal to grama. It comes out, Meir John, it's pasik reshe in grama. Because your kavanah is to flush the toilet. Inevitable pasik reshe, the water is going to go on top of that collar. But how the water goes on top of the collar, Amir John? Not actively, by grama, by removing of a blockage. Pasik reshe in grama, it is allowed. How much more so whenever it's on the Rabbanan level, not on the Oraita level. Because coloring the water, as Bechor properly said, correctly said, that it's only temporary. I did know. Okay, number 2. Is it allowed? Is it only considered coloring when there is an effort and craftsmanship?
Получается.
Сейчас сделай то. Он у нас профессор.
Today is 44 again?
Yesterday was 44.
Yesterday was 44.
Если человек свой паспорт забыл,
Еще не послал.
как мне это все отрегулировать?
Don't worry, it works. It works.
Но я хочу что-то зарегистрировать, я не знаю свой паспорт, всегда у меня спрашивают, как мне сделать?
I don't know. But professor says it. Some maintain that the act is only considered coloring when it involves effort and craftsman. Tzovea, with coloring, only applies bechor whenever it's precisely done. Remember that? Помните или нет?
Да, про букву, да?
Huh?
Про букву.
The bukva. When is coloring the oraita? Only whenever you do it precisely, точно. Like you take a brush, you don't paint the wall like this. You don't care. You go nice to have nice color, right?
Rabbi, I'm in it. Where do I go?
To the give it to me. That's it. You logged in.
Yeah, but the link you sent him, just goes to the login page. It doesn't go to the doc.
Here, you see? Come. See over here? It says, check, get a masechet. No, it's not this. Different place. In Bet HaMikdash.
У вас не выходит, наверное?
Did you logged in already?
It was logged in.
No, it says log in.
No, man.
See, it says log in. No. Okay. Number 2, is it only considered coloring? Go to ask Meir. Meir is very good in this. Daf HaChaim Muzdel, Meir. Daf HaChaim, Daf Yomi. Yeruvin 78. Yeruvin 78.
Let me go read. I'll say.
Is it, so the question is, we said, Sovea only applies whenever it is Sovea. Sovea applies from Torah only whenever from Torah when it involves effort and craftsman. In our case, however, where there is no intent or effort to color the water, it's considered to be rabbinical prohibition. And since the coloring occurs unintentionally, it is pasik reshe involving 3 rabbinical level.
So what if you don't need it?
Which is therefore
But only if you don't need the coloring, right?
right. No, even if you care about the coloring, coloring is nice, blue. It makes it clean.
What example? Like chai.
No chai. Not talking about chai.
Coloring.
No, not talking chai. Pay attention. I'm talking about toilet.
Oh,
Toilet water. The chai water you drink. Toilet water you don't drink.
you don't do it purposely. It's the derech of doing. You're going to vacuum.
Whenever you bought that thing, you want the color to be exposed, to come out, take out, expel. So
Oh,
the
you
water,
see the item, the actually colors.
the color you also like.
Not when your urine will make the water look yellow.
Right.
So you're coloring it.
No, it's true, but over there you're not intending to color. Whenever you flush the toilet, you cannot say, Rabbi, it's not comfortable for me. Lo nihale. You're not gonna say lo nihale.
What's coming from the flush?
From the flush?
There's a special thing you color? I don't understand.
There is that thing that people put on the toilet. That's soap,
But they
detergent.
put soap?
Yeah.
Every time you flush soap?
Yeah.
Yeah, blue color.
You don't know that?
Green
In
color.
Iran, they didn't have that.
It's too fancy for me.
So what can you do?
It's for the older, not to.
You spray some.
You spray that too, but I'm saying sometimes they have when you flush it.
Interesting. Wow.
From Torah, when it involves effort and craftsman, in our case, however, where there is no intent or effort
No, it's in
to
the
color
house, in the shul.
and craftsmen,
Put it in a water tank.
so it's 3 de
So
Rabbanan.
his coloring is no good?
Let's see, why is it 3 de
Unless you put
Rabbanan?
on Friday. You,
אני לא יודע במי להישבע לך, עכשיו אמרתי איפה ג'סי. עכשיו אמרתי איפה ג'סי, בום. מבטיח לך, בלב שלי אומר, איפה ג'סי, צריך לשלוט בבכור.
Rabbi is thinking about it.
he has the spirit of the sun.
Rabbi needs to speak in English.
אני אומר לכם, עוד מעט אנחנו נקרא לו בבא משה מורטוב. בבא משה מורטוב.
Iraqi or Morocco?
מי?
זה temporary
Remember, מלחמת איראן-עיראק, the war between Iran-Iraq, I was on the side of Iraq.
I was in between.
I don't know nothing.
temporary
I'm in
and
Kurdish.
Kurdish?
no,
Nashti daddy?
no
Kurdish.
How do you know?
efforts or craftsmen,
Urkaz.
We speak Aramaic.
no efforts or craftsmen, and
It's a shackle.
and amen. Where is the third rabbinical we said? Very good.
And Pacific is also.
Very good. Masir Monea. Masir Monea, remember, which is
Which is grammar.
grammar. Okay, very good. Here, Yaakov John, number 3, listen to number 3. Is there an issue of producing a fragrance from a soap in the water? Bechor, are you allowed to make the water become with good smell?
How? Because of soap.
Hmm?
How?
Whenever you're gonna flush the toilet, the soap has good smell. It's gonna go inside the water. Are you allowed on Shabbat to make the water smell good or no?
But you don't drink this water.
Huh? It's not because you drink or not drink. You make that smell good.
Good, mutar.
So says Ravadia, there is no issue of producing a fragrance from the soap. And a pasik reshe in producing a fragrance is Allah.
So you could spray in the bathroom?
Yeah. Especially here where it is done by removing an obstacle and it's considered to be indirect act in a pasik reshe.
So why you cannot put spray or like a cologne on your clothing, but on the air you can put? On
Because it goes on your clothes.
Okay.
It's long
On
lasting.
the air also, it goes on the molecule in the air.
It's not a substance. Air is not substance. The garments is a substance.
So you cannot put on a new substance.
Into the water. Shalom, John, how are you? Shalom, John. So there is no problem. Shalom, yesterday we spoke about, can you make nolad? Amir, sit like this, I don't see Jesse. He says you're allowed to, come. You're allowed to, he says, to flush the toilet, even though the water is going to get the good smell from the soap. Yesterday we spoke about, are you allowed to do that because you're making good smell in the water? So over there I told you it could be a problem because you are actively doing it. He said there is a certain spray, you spray inside the water in the toilet,
That's no good.
and you make the water not have any, all the thing you have done, not going to go into the room.
So
The bad
that's
smell.
a substance. That's not good.
The other thing was make the color of the
Water. Yeah, now he says something else.
So,
They made something else. Potpourri.
so you cannot put the spray for the smell.
So this I'm debating myself.
what is the problem? It's not
נולד.
אבל אין לו ממשות, לא מחזיק.
No, it is, מחזיק.
הוא בגד נשאר להרבה זמן. זה עכשיו תפלשת. תבוא מישהו אחר, יפלוש את הוואטר.
After the flush, you put it.
The next person after flush the water, the water gone.
What if nobody goes? What if nobody goes? Is a substance that's gonna hold the smell?
No, the substance doesn't hold the smell on the water.
So you want to say nolad only whenever it's a long term, when it's a short term, it's no problem. I have to think about this. Maybe you're right. Oh, maybe you're right. Maybe I'll bring you a
It's holding
proof.
for a long time.
I'll bring you maybe a proof. You know where's my proof from? From the sweat. Are you allowed to put perfume on your body on Shabbat?
Yeah, on the body directly, yes.
Why on the body it's allowed, or on the
Because
clothes
it's
not allowed?
Absorbs. Absorbs.
Huh?
Absorbs.
Because on the body is not long lasting.
Not long well.
Because the sweat is going to take it out.
So it's considered long lasting.
It's
Or you absorb.
probably a week.
For a minute, you allow me?
Huh?
I want to say, I need to say about 5 דקות.
Oh, chamesh, it's too much. No, 1 minute, yes.
Yeah.
1 minute.
My name is Abraham Jonathan. I live in this neighborhood 60 years, since 1969. I have a son, he's a doctor. He was the Talmid Chacham of Harod bin Yomin Kamenetsky. My son, he's a resident doctor at Maimonides Hospital. He's going to Cornell. And my daughter is married to Shimon Sebek. You understand?
There is, so now a question of nolad. From soap into the water. And a pasik reshe is producing a fragrance is permissible. So since you're doing it by flushing the toilet, the water goes inside.
Зачем вы своих лошадей перечислите? Фаршируем.
הצלחה רבה.
Called to
עם ישראל חי.
נכון.
שבוע טוב.
Человек проблема имеет. Все. Ты сидишь, Барух Хашем, в шоколад. Он сидит в соль, не в шоколад. Проблема? Помочь. Что? Сколько долларов дай в Шутбас? We can never, Bechor, judge person. You don't know his situation. You don't know how much pressure he has. His wife has MS. You know what MS is?
What is it?
The body fights itself.
Fights the
Мышцы не могут двигаться.
all the muscles are getting
Paralyzed, worse than paralyzed.
Most
Paralyzed
of
is easier than that. The muscles cannot hold nothing.
the muscles are getting destroyed.
Да. Это такая болезнь, не дай Бог, неправильно сказано. Very, very bad болезнь. So you don't know the situation he goes to. Понимаем? That's an ever judge a person. Naglish, magli, you don't know what he goes to. Always have to have merciful heart. Pamidim, Baruch Hashem that you sitting on this side, not going to synagogues collecting for your wife. Your Baruch Hashem wife, but healthy until 120. Pamidim. Bechor Pamidim. Baruch Hashem, что вы здесь сидите, кайфуете, диврей Torah, don't have to do any of whatever he does. So there is, says Ravadia, a problem of issue of nolad. So now Jesse says that nolad is only whenever it is short term, long term, sorry. It makes sense what you're saying. I'll bring you a proof I brought you a proof. Put the cologne on the garment, allowed or no?
No, because it's
On the
not-
garment,
Before Shabbat,
Shabbat, allowed or no?
no.
On the body,
Yes.
what's the difference?
Long lasting.
In the body,
Long lasting,
Short lasting.
short lasting. On the skin sweats.
Take it
What's
out.
short lasting? 24 hours?
Some say 24, some say 3 days, some say 1 week.
Okay.
The most lenient opinion is 1 week. On the garment, it's going to
Stays
stay more
maybe a
than 1
month,
week.
Yeah.
That's why on the garment it's a problem.
It's такие cheap. That's it.
Now the toilet coloring the water is the problem.
Doesn't last.
What?
The cheap colognes есть такие.
On the garment it lasts.
Doesn't-
On the garment, smell the garment. Not that the garment is going to give out smell to your
If you
society,
smell, you
surroundings.
still smell.
But the garment itself smells.
Rabbi, if you put on your skin and it goes on the garment, that's
Oh, how does it go on the garment?
That's-
Directly
that-
or
no.
indirectly?
Indirect.
So that's called pasik reshe benolad. Pasik reshe nolad mutar.
is it? Wait, it's no lot though, right?
No, nolad is the rabbanan. That's and even if it's pasik reshe b'derabbanan that you like the end result, we still allow it. That's the chidush.
Because any persecution of Rabbanan is allowed.
Only when it's lo nichale. Only when it's not comfortable for you. Pasik reshe derabbanan lo nichale it's allowed. But here pasik reshe derabbanan that you like it's not against
it's
you.
not allowed?
So that's the chidush here. Nolad is it's not such a hard melacha isu to require lo nichale. Even if it is nichale, it's allowed.
No lot means what, Rabbi?
Nolad means producing a fragrance. Producing
No, like from
Fragrance.
like
Is it
birth,
fragrance or
birth,
smell?
New birth.
fragrance, is fine.
So
Okay.
no lies, like it was born.
Yeah.
Now the coloring the water is that a problem? If you put that soap colored, you're saying if you put it from Friday, it's okay if it happens on Shabbat, but you cannot put it on Shabbat inside the tank,
You're allowed to.
even on Shabbat.
Yeah.
The soap actual
You don't put the soap. They put it on the
Tank.
Not in the tank.
inside the
Inside
sink,
the-
inside the sink.
Not the sink. It's not called sink. It's called the toilet seat. The toilet bowl.
Toilet, okay.
Inside the toilet bowl, they put a certain thing like this, soap. When the water flushes, it touches that, and he's cleaning the toilet bowl.
So can you put that on Shabbat?
Yeah. So what's the problem? The question is not the placing it, because when you put it, nothing happens. Question is when you're gonna flush the toilet, the
goes
toilet's
through
going
that.
to touch that, melt that, and take the color out of it to your water,
So it's okay.
and it's gonna clean the place, and it's gonna color the water, and it's gonna give good smell to the water.
Allowed?
So that's what we had. The bottom line allowed.
But the coloring is also allowed?
So we said it's allowed because it's done pasikreshe in 3 levels the Rabbanan. One is temporary, it's not long lasting. Second one is no coloring with like effort and craftsmanship, no
Special,
perfect job.
okay. Artist.
And right, and third one is it's done through masir monea, through grama, because I remove the valve
it goes, it
and the
touches.
water touches by itself.
So
So
must
that's
be
called
all
gama.
three. Must be all three.
No.
Any of them.
Pasik Yashay in 1 gamma it's already allowed. Here is 3 levels. How much more so it's allowed? That's as far as coloring. But for a question about what about the smell? Nolad. So it says nolad is only an issue when you do it actively. When you do it in a Pasik Yashay way, no problem. Got it? Very good. Okay, next, number 4. Is there a difference if the intention is to remove a bad odor and not to produce a good one? Whenever we say you're not allowed to do nolad, nolad is whenever your intention is to do good smell, or if you're making it to remove bad smell. When is the problem of nolad? Whenever you take the cologne and you're making it to make it good smell or no? Yaakov John? Is it if near the emergency? Hozir nakunet. Yaakov Bechor John. Can you emergency hozir monet vai? Oh, it's the shur Torah shas. Бади шур Тора мин коро кунет. Сейчас не пикуах нефеш, никто не умрет же. Барух Хашем, все живы и здоровы, до 120. Okay, number 4. With the intention of removing a bad odor and not producing a good one, some say it is completely allowed. The problem, Shabbat, can you put этот spray? How do you call the spray that people do? Axe, ox, AUX, how do you call this thing? Axe. That spray. Shabbat, are you allowed to put it in your body or no? On your body, not on the skin, not on the clothes.
Yes.
Alright, Shmuel Jones.
Same concept.
Allowed or no?
Yeah, why not? What's the difference with cologne? It's the same thing.
What if you walked outside, you smell bad, your clothes smell bad, and you need to be in the shul for the next 10 hours, for the next tefillah. Let's say Hazan walked from far, 1 hour, 2 hours he walked, hot, came to the Knesset, he has to be the Hazan, Baal Koreh, people has to be standing next to him, he smells, woof. Can he take cologne, or spray, how do you call this thing, and put it on his
Axe.
clothes like this?
But this is not long
His
lasting.
intention is not to make himself smell good, it's just to remove the bad smell that he's already have.
This is not long lasting, so.
It is long lasting, it's gonna go on your clothes.
Yeah, but it's gonna last a few hours. It's gone. You don't smell it anymore.
Yeah, no?
The old deodorant, you don't smell it. It's not like a cologne. It's temporary fix.
Why? If you take the gummer, you smell?
After, this is after 2-3 hours. The next morning you smell. There's no smell of that left.
This?
Yeah.
Axe.
For Axe, it's not gonna stay. Axe is just temporary.
Камень на кладбище ставить, это, оказывается, каббала, это не закон еврейский.
Of course.
Живет по каббале,
Yeah, of
не
course.
обязан ставить.
Кто? What? What you said?
Say, tefa.
3 by 3 by 4, yeah.
This is kabbalistically.
Of course.
It's not for regular people.
Why not for regular people?
Say, где такой закон нет?
Закон такой?
To do what?
Okay. Question. Putting your 7 times around your hand is written in halakha, zakon? Tefillin, you wear 7 times?
Yes?
Where is written in halakha?
I don't know.
Not written anywhere. Where is it written in halakha? Where is it written? Oh, forget Retzi. He does Retzi.
7.5.
I'm not touching him. I know where to touch. Lulav, do you shake all 4 directions? Oh, do lamonai ki tov. You do all directions?
Yeah.
Where is it written? Huh? Shabbat, you wear tefillin in the morning?
Some do, some no.
Some Bet Knesset yes, some Bet
What did your Beit Knesset did? You wear tefillin in the morning? Where is it written? Maran said to wear it in Mincha, not in Shacharit. где такой закон? Motzei Shabbat Havdalah. Do you go like this with your fingers?
Yes.
All Am Yisrael doing that?
Cover
Where
the
is it
thumb.
written in Halakha?
Cover the thumb.
No, in Halakha you look at the fire Borei Moresh.
No, you have to cover the
You
thumb.
don't have to. It's a nizakon. It's not a law. What is that?
Michnat.
Kabbalah. 7 times around your arm. Kabbalah. Putting the lulav all 4 directions. Kabbalah. Making the... What the third example I gave you? Tisha B'Av, Tefillin, and Shacharit. Kabbalah. You want, the list is very long. You want to go more and more? Plenty of things that every one of us does. Kabbalah. So, especially things that has to do with the neshama. Arizal says if you don't put the stone on the 7th day, Satan links to that neshama, will not live it forever. Then if you don't put the stone on the 7th day on the grave of the person passed away, Satan latches, Ruach HaTum'ah, he writes, latches to that neshama and will not leave it le'olam.
The headstone, not the big stone.
Значи пошлю. Arizal.
You mean the headstone,
Мне
not the big
пошлите, я
stone.
это отправлю туда.
Right?
Yeah.
Пожалуйста.
Forever.
Headstone, not
You're
the
gonna
big
do million kaddish, not gonna help him. You're not gonna separate this time.
Rabbi, put small one.
The stone.
Arizal writes it.
Three.
I was what's the point of the stone then?
We Sephardi people throughout history
Make it smaller.
used to follow all the time the Kabbalah. When it's against halakha, we listen to halakha. But whenever Kabbalah says it's not against halakha, we must follow Kabbalah. That's it. Don't make rabbi shopping. No, it's rabbi shopping? Yes, Google shopping? Yes, rabbi shopping. Кто мне скажет, выгодно, что будет?
Usually
Huh?
it's only one big
Window?
I understand.
Window shopping with rabbis you're not allowed to
one
do.
big stone. Covered
You
with
need
all-
to make yourself one rabbi and not have
How many stones?
any doubts.
2 stones?
On top of that one stone, you put on top another one like this.
The big one?
This is
Pirkei Avot у вас есть на русском? I will show you in Russian.
you put with the head.
Очки нету на английском читать.
очки нету. Боже, чему очки нету? Bring Siddu, Avodat Hashem, bring him.
Rabbi, what about it's not ready, lad? My uncle passed away. The stone was ready for months.
It's bad. You have to put any
You're
stone.
talking about big stone? I'm talking
No,
stone.
4 by 4. Here, look, bring the stealing. You see the stealing
4 by
box?
4.
Bring the stealing box, you see?
Let me see.
A little bit bigger than that.
With the name on it?
No?
Like the
On the
laptop,
stone. What do you put on the stone?
On top of the head.
the
The
laptop,
head
Rabbi?
side.
Huh?
The size of the laptop like that?
4, yeah. 4 by 4 by 1 tefach. Thank you. If you don't bring that like that, Shem Yerachem on this
Put on
neshama
the head? Or
So it doesn't have to
on
be
the head area.
has to be perfect cut or no? You can just go to the mountain, pick up any stone that size and bring it.
Perfect. Whatever they say.
No, it could be at least that size. Could be bigger than that.
So you don't have to cut it perfectly.
No, at least this size.
That's it. Just pick up one stone, put it on. You don't have to
But,
write on it.
yeah, don't write on it.
That's it. Just a stone, any stone.
Yeah.
Big, at least that size.
when you have,
Put it in your trunk and bring it. Put it.
Tefa, one tefa.
At least, Bechor.
Where you put the name. You put the name also.
Now read for him this.
After.
Shalom. Read for him. This is why it's in with Nekudot. It's nothing.
I did.
Read for him. Go
I
show
did.
him.
I did. I'll show him. Rabban Gamliel.
Go show him it.
Я же на хибру не
You
читаю.
To
translate.
see it, your neshama should understand. Not chas shalom. People make you confusion.
Окей.
Perek Rishon. Perek-
It's in chapter 1, Mishnah Tetzain. Says Rabban Gamliel.
Haya, Omer, Aseh
Aseh
lecha
lecha rav.
Make
Istalek
yourself a
min
rabbi.
hasafek.
You run
Make
away
yourself
from
one
the-
rabbi.
Run away from the
No more doubts. Под сомнением твоего жизни не будет. You understand? Bechor? One rabbi.
Сказал и так сказал.
Because каждый Авраама
Своя программа.
своя программа. Потом person gets confused. This rabbi said A, this rabbi said B. שכולם עד אורם נמד אורם. בלאגן. Famided Bechor. Very good. Bukharians used to always follow the Zohar, the Kabbalah, always. Bukharian people.
Until?
Bukhara, they used to blow shofar in Levaya. Do you know that or no?
Wow, really?
Yeah, Bukharian people told me.
You have
Their old rabbis told me in Bukhara we used to do that.
also Kabbalah?
Yeah, where is it written? In the Kabbalah. This is our minhag, to follow the Kabbalah.
Back in the days, Kabbalah.
Конечно.
So why not do it
Конечно.
now? We should do it now.
We do it. That's what I tell him. Now he tells me it's not halakha, it's Kabbalah. Some rabbi put poison in him. You know poison?
Not for me, for public. You say for public. For
Это все
the,
каббалически.
for the
Big mistake this rabbi did. Big mistake. What does it give? What does it cost him to do? What's the big deal?
Боялись.
say that.
Самарканде, Бухаре.
What's the big deal? Arizal says do it. You bigger than Arizal? All the neshamot, they're not gonna get it because of him. What's gonna be with him? Из-за него все эти neshamot, тум'а на них будет. Что с ним будет завтра? Что тебе стоит это? What's the costume?
Shofar, the same combination?
$10-20? What's the costume?
Same combination of Rosh Hashanah?
שטויות people spend. יושבו 5,000, 10,000. Does nothing לעילוי נשמת. это ничего לעילוי נשמת. לעילוי נשמת это делает. $10-20 you say, don't need to do. Yushua, where is it written? It's halakha, Yushua? Huh? Before you talk about the stone, talk about the Yushua.
Еще это вообще не надо делать. Но мы делаем.
Same kolot of Rosh Hashanah? 30 kolot?
Tashrat.
That's it, only Tasha.
Tashrat, Tashat, Tarat.
After you put the dust on it, the dirt.
Doesn't matter when.
Это еще для чего делают, знаешь, чтобы родственники собрались, чтобы люди знали в этом плане.
Yeah.
Так он и нужен.
Yeah?
Only Tashat, not Tashat or Tara.
Tashrat. Tashat, Tarat.
So the same 30 kolot of the Rosh
Yeah.
Hashanah.
But you don't have to repeat it so many times.
Yeah, 30 times. That's it.
Next. Bechor, you understand? Don't listen to any rabbi that says whatever you want.
Listen, I ask you a question, is true or not?
I answered you. I answered you. Ask that rabbi, does he wear 7 times on his hand? Tefillin?
7.5.
Yes or no? It's not written in halakha, nowhere. It's Kabbalah. And I can give you a long list that rabbi does. Kabbalah, it's not written in halakha. I can give you a long list. Если заведешь, я сейчас все открою.
Мы ему напрямую позвоним.
Напрямую не звоните, это гав бекор. Аболи тарбуз обрех теги.
Ай!
Dacă te șcuni,
Арбуз надо пробивать.
So it's 4 amot by 4 amot by 1 amot.
4 by 4 by 1. No.
With tefach. 4
Yeah.
tefach.
Naama, yeah,
1
tefach.
tefach.
Yeah.
Rabbi, but on the first day it has to be 7 days.
7 day must. Cannot be on the 6th, cannot be on the 8th. Must be on the 7th.
What if it's on Shabbat? 7 days.
So then you do after Shabbat. Because on Shabbat there is no tum'ah.
Oh,
Immediately after Shabbat you'll put it.
Saturday night, Motzei
So
Shabbat.
Shabbat or Sunday morning whenever it's
Sunday
closed,
morning,
open,
yeah.
what can you do? Is there an issue of producing a fragrance in liquids in the toilet water? So we said, some say there is no issue of nolad in liquids. Even when they are not fit for drinking, they are still considered liquids. Here, we learned, are you allowed to color rice? Bechor, you want to put ketchup inside your rice. Are you allowed? White rice, you make it red rice.
Yes.
Why?
You eating right now?
That's
Because there
number
is
one.
no.
Number one.
Because you sound like Donald Trump. Bechor.
Yeah, right now.
I think it's good.
because because something you eat, no problem of coloring. What about chai, coffee, something you drink?
No problem.
Huh? There is problem of coloring the water.
No?
Ben Ish Chai, that you have a beard looks like him,
Yes.
says not allowed to. It's like coloring. Only food, no problem. Liquids, problem. Rabbi Ovadia Yosef says Ben Ish Chai is wrong. He brings proofs that he's wrong, and he says, Ochalim, there is no tzviah be'ochalim. Also, there is no tzviah be'mashkim. No problem of coloring in foods. Also, no problem of coloring
No water.
in drinks.
Is this something new?
So it says, listen, this toilet water, it's water. It's drinkable, but people are not going to drink from there. If a person has a shalom is desperately wants to drink, is he going to drink or no? He can drink. He's not going to die. So it's considered to be mashkim. And we learned in tzvi'ah b'mashkim. Yeah.
hot water.
Water. At least. No.
Oh, juice.
No. Bechor, ask this rabbi, does it shake the lulav?
You said Satan will attach to the Shabbat?
Yeah. And he will not leave it le'olam, says the
And
Arizal.
if it's Shabbat, then you do it on Sunday morning?
Yeah.
אמיר לא מאור הזה?
Yeah, you want?
Rabbeinu, Zohar Megid, should we-
No,
And
there
what
is
else?
no.
What else?
David didn't come.
Water.
Yeah, very.
Yeah. I promised him when he comes, we'll do so.
I just want
Já, segundo, não puta, segundo.
to.
Segundo. I'm gonna- Huh? I'm gonna open him right now. How many Kabbalistic things we do? I just want to find a whole list. I made one time a small list, not a long. I have more, longer. Yeah?
Он сейчас чай выпил, бараха сказал, сейчас воду принесли, он опять бараха говорит. Хватала или нет?
It's debatable. Better not to.
Я же не думал, что я буду пить воду. Я же закончил.
You're right. Because of that doubt, better not to. Here I found it. Bechor,
А,
listen to this.
Bachar, לא יודע מה שקבלנו. So,
Do you have to pray with talit gadol in the prayer?
yeah,
Yeah.
Huh?
we do that. Yeah, we do.
What?
Do you have to pray with talit gadol in the morning?
You don't have to.
According to
Ashkenazim
us, no.
don't.
According to halacha, it's enough talit katan.
Yeah?
Yeah?
That's the reason.
Ashkenazim, how to pray?
יש תפילין.
Yeah.
Кто женатый, одевает талит
А там
гадол.
написано, лататев бацицит не говорите, что ли?
Yeah, Ashkenazim don't do it.
Окей.
Только тефилин.
Do we wear first talit and then we wear tefillin? Yeah, it's kabbalistically, it's not halachically. Halachically, you don't have to. To blow shofar, according to Maran, you only have to blow shofar in the repetition of Musaf on Rosh Hashanah. Not in the quiet when we plachash, when we pray. According to Maran, not supposed to blow shofar over there. Why we do both? Kabbalah. Why you wear the talit first and then tefillin? Kabbalah. And this is you, everybody. This rabbi also does it. According to halacha, you're supposed to stand when you say bracha la'aniach tefillin. Halacha, you have to stand. What everybody does? Proceed. Why? It's a nizakon. Kabbalah.
That's not given.
According to halacha, you have to say bracha la'aniach tefillin. One time go over here, right away put the head.
What?
Right away put the head.
Wow.
What do we do?
7 times.
All the way to the.
7 times here. Where is it written? And the whole Shulchan Aruch is not written. Kabbalah. Number 5. According to halacha, you're not allowed to say bracha in the morning. Hanoten la ya'ef koach. It's not written anywhere in halacha. Who said we're supposed to say bracha hanoten la ya'ef koach? Kabbalah.
Anyone?
Hashem gives strength to the weak people. Koach dayot, sila. Number 6. Kaparot before Yom Kippurim, are you allowed to do with the chicken?
You don't have to.
Maran says it's not allowed to do. This is Avodah Zarah, he says. Maran, what everybody does in Bukhara, in Samarkand, in Iran, in Georgian, and every Jew throughout the history. Kippur, do Kippur Shejeluyut? Kaparot, kaparoti, kaparoti.
Avoroti.
It just says going against it.
Maran says it's not allowed to do it.
Going against it.
Why all Jewish people does it?
Why?
Kabbalah. Number 7. Chicken. Number 7. Shaking the lulav. Today drinking gami deal because the shochad make tapar and makes taref sometimes. And hamish nas mishu. So because of this problem started, Rabbi Bar Yosef says better to do with money. Don't give the chicken. But still people do. You go to Williamsburg. Million, but a lot of thousands of people. Thousands of people. How do they do that? Including me. I also do billionaire every time with the chicken. How is it? Shulchan Aruch says, Nilzia. It's Avodah Zarah.
А что вы делаете?
With chickens.
Зачем?
Because the Arizal.
Kabbalah.
Last Yom Kippur, I did with that.
Kabbalah.
Why I do that? Kabbalah. Number 7, lulav. Maran said, you stand, you shake the lulav like this.
Chabad does.
Arizal says, you turn. You pick up, go up, down, all these directions of the world. Maran says, stand, don't move around. What everybody does? Why everybody does? Going around. Why? It's a nizakon. Kabbalah. Number 8. Maran says, whoever doesn't have 4 minim, lulav etrog, should not go around the teva. Maran says. It's opposite. Maran says, allowed to go around the teva. If you don't have lulav etrog, you're still allowed. Arizal says, don't go around. You don't have lulav etrog, wait until somebody will go around, then he give you, and then go around. When people don't have lulav etrog, what did you say everybody does? Waiting.
No.
People wait. If they don't have lulav etrog, they're waiting. People go around, then they give them, they go around. By halakha, you're not supposed to wait. Go around with everybody. So why he was waiting? Kabbalah. Tefillin on Tisha B'Av. When are you supposed to wear tefillin?
Mincha.
And mincha. Shulchan Aruch writes, in the morning you're not allowed to wear the tefillin, he says. Why? Because you have to change pe'er tachat efer. You have to put efer on your head. You have to put ashes on your head, like Abel. Tisha B'Av, Bet HaMikdash destroyed. You're putting tefillin.
What we do in the morning.
Why we do in the morning?
It's minhag
Kabbalah.
Yerushalayim.
You want to go and more until the more you can go. There's many, 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 many things that all Am Israel not following Zakon, Shulchan Aruch. What do we follow? Kabbalah. Hamidet Bechorjo. That's why do not make this mistake that people think.
If you stay in the Kabbalah, you have to go straight to Kabbalah.
That's
You
not
can't
true.
do it.
That's not true.
You say that.
That's not true.
You could pick and choose.
I just proved to
Что
you.
выгодно делать Каббала, что невыгодно Каббала не делает. Почему?
No, whatever is possible. Kabbalah is a level. Whatever is possible for you to do, do. What does it cost to you? $10, $20 to put a rock on the seventh day? Что тебе стоит это?
It's any rock. You don't have to cut it and polish it.
That's why instead of cooling people and say, don't do it, it's not in Zakon, I don't have to do it. Opposite, bring up the people. People should grow to the secret level of the Torah and not stay on the superficial level of the Torah. На первый класс уже сколько лет будет человек остается? Надо человеку прогресс иметь. He doesn't drive a car of 30, 40, 50 years ago, right? He makes a progress. He drives a new car. He doesn't have a telephone with a wire, as it was back in the day. He has telephone wireless. Wireless, Rabbi.
Mine is this.
He's progressing. Like this, Rabotai, we have to also progress in Avodat Hashem. Not stay in the superficial level, I go to the secret level, the Kabbalistic level. We have to grow to that level as well. Baruch Adonai Le'olam. Amen ve'amen.